boodles of these. They're really limited. They're limited on what we can do. Normally, when we do a today's special, we literally do double to even triple what we were able to manufacture on this. But here's the kicker, okay? On this, I can't express more. Okay, even if you just buy the basic necklace, right there, you get the necklace so you can wear it like that. You could wear that beautiful, like what Kate's doing, where you've got that beautiful high blue turquoise and attached to the black agate, and the connectors are actually black tourmaline. That's actually tourmaline. So you can make that into a turquoise bracelet and wear just the black agate necklace, or you can wear the, like Kate is wearing it there, where you have the black agate with the turquoise. So you get something really unique. If you're lucky enough to, and they're very limited on these upsell items, we didn't make as many, it's just we didn't have the material. We didn't have the material. So if you get that and you're lucky enough to get in on that, then you can do what Adam just did, where you can expand it. It even makes it even that much more versatile.
Jay, forgive me, this is, I do a lot of Jewelry Today specials, Jay. I've never seen anything like this. You don't understand. We're gonna melt down the phone lines at this stage. If you are having issues getting through, please bear with us. We are on track for a sellout with everybody dialing in. All of these extra partner pieces will be completely gone. It looks like the amber and the turquoise. Just tell me if that's changed, Pat. Is one in the lead still, or is it still neck and neck with amber v turquoise? Yeah, it's even Stevens at this moment in time. If you want the extra bracelet, okay, we are now down to under 300 in each. So maybe you're gonna buy the amber necklace and bracelet set and you wanna buy the extra turquoise so you can mix and match it, and I'll do that right now as Jay's telling you more. This is about to be gone, folks, and to me this is a major part of the look. If you can do it, I would do it. We already know that the pricing and everything is beyond words, as we expect from Jay. I have always been a big fan of amber, Jay knows that. I just don't see amber on HSN anymore, let alone amber like this. Jay, when you talk about the difference with what you do, when you talk about these being turquoise nuggets rather than the chips, when you talk about the color, this is all part of the story.
Right. This is like, okay, but this is like what makes this different. They're not chips.
Right.
Chips are a byproduct of when you're cutting material.
Right.
These are natural nuggets. They're natural nuggets. The turquoise, this is glow in the dark, clear blue. This is what people are falling over each other to acquire. It's just insane. Again, this is 5 years of collecting from these 3 different mines to be able to get enough nuggets. I was saving up. Don't get me wrong. The thing is always tell you the truth. Always tell you the honest story. I was trying to, the reason I was saving these nuggets is I was hopeful that I was going to get enough of the nuggets eventually to do, just from that one mine, be able to do something really special, right? I never could. I had to take all 3 mines and combine them together. This took 5 years to collect this many nuggets. That's all natural blue. Look at that clear blue. There's no matrix in this. These are natural clear blue turquoise. You don't see anything. Did you see that? I think the producer, we met just before the show.
Yeah.
And he says, you know what's amazing with this? He goes, you could just reach into any of the piles and grab this, and they're all perfect.
Yes.
They're that perfect. What you're seeing here is what you're gonna get when you get this home. The same thing with the amber. You're not just getting the one color of amber, you're getting what the whole color spectrum that amber comes in. Most people don't realize this, but here's the deal. When I go buy amber, if I go to the amber, the divers and say, I only want this one particular color, you know what they're going to tell me? Of course, they're going to tell me in Russian. They're going to say, go away. And my interpreter is going to say something. He probably won't say that. They'll probably add a few things like that. But he's going to go fly a kite, okay? Go do something else, but don't ever come back and bother me. Okay, we have to take it all. Okay, when you take the rough, though, it's not all created equal, even on the amber. I mean, you know, I don't go and just get one specific color. You have to save up on these. You have to put it together. This is not something I just walk down to the local amber store and say, yeah, you know what, that did really good. Give me a little bit more of that. I mean, it just doesn't work like that, okay? And amber, like, that's what's so impressive about Adam. Okay, he gets it. He knows. He's a jewelry guy, okay? He understands jewelry. And he said it all. When he said the amber, he says, you know what? 5 years ago, I used to do amber. In fact, they had a full show here. Remember that? They had a whole complete show. You haven't seen that in a long time.
No.
You know why? It's the rough material is just not available. And why is because they're still getting it. They're still mining it. But you have people that in the commodity business that are buying the rough up and they're stashing it. They're not even in the business, my business. They're not even in my business. They're buying it as an investment because they know that it's limited and it's going up and up and up and up in value. It's not going down.
I am honestly speechless at this point. I knew this would be red hot. We are over 1,000 people dialing in. We will be in the next, this presentation, Pat, just correct me, I think we have like another 10 minutes, is it? Or 12 minutes or so, depending on, we're gonna be probably close to 35 to 40% completely sold out across the board. I think we're seeing the value, we're appreciating the incredible price, the free shipping, the 5 flex pay. If you have an HSN credit card, we're gonna do 6 flex pay. I do have some unfortunate news, so I'm gonna share it now. The medium large in the amber extra bracelet has now completely been spoken for. I do have small medium available in the extra bracelet. If you want the turquoise, I still have small medium and medium large. That is about to be completely gone. So while you're in the ordering process, ask for it. This extra will take your necklace from a 28-inch to a 36-inch. How do I get 28 inches? Because I take the 20 inches of the black agate, I add in the bracelet that you're getting in your set, and then it becomes the extra 8 inches. So remember, you can wear it like that, or you can wear this as, I just take it off, a necklace and a bracelet set independent. It is the first time Jay has ever done a 2-piece set at any, I mean, seriously, at any value as a Today Special, but at this price, it's just unheard of. Treat yourself, go for it. It's an amazing opportunity. Jay, we see the value, but quite honestly, we see how pretty the turquoise on anybody makes you pop, makes you stand out. And amber, there's something so warm, something so cooling, something so special about it.
I think the amber is because it's so organic, you know, and you've got, here again, you're wearing, think about, you're wearing something that was formed 30 to 50 million years ago. 30 to 50 million years ago. I don't want to get, I don't know how to say this enough, okay? This turquoise, though, this is what I call glow-in-the-dark turquoise.
Yes.
Okay, think about this. You see out in the market right now, and it's more prevalent now than it's ever been because turquoise is so hot. I saw it all over Tucson this year when I was in Tucson. You see a lot of high blue turquoise material. And when you go up to them, of course, I'm in the industry, I know the gig, right? You know, it's really funny, you ask them what mine that from, they just evade they think, well, the reason is it's dyed howlite, or it's something that they've taken and they've color enhanced. It is not turquoise. But when you counterfeit something, you don't, what do? When you counterfeit anything, do you counterfeit low quality? Or do you counterfeit the highest quality?
Right.
You counterfeit the highest quality because that's what people want. So I'm just telling you right now, this is natural, genuine, high, clear blue turquoise nuggets. They're turquoise nuggets. They are not chips. They're nuggets. It took me approximately 5 years to collect enough of these. They're from 3 different mines that are within 200 miles of each other. One of those mines is now closed. It's been closed for about 7 years. but I still had material that, that when I say 5 years, I had material that came out that we were still sorting that we had. And then we just, as we got this material in, as we sorted in, now you have to understand, we buy mine run, okay? Also with the turquoise, you don't go to the turquoise guys and say, okay, I just want that, all right? Well, you can, but you're not gonna be invited back. And you're not gonna be very popular. So what we do is we sort it out by size, by color, by grade. And then guess what I do? With the lower grades, I sell it to other people that make it into jewelry and whatever, okay? But I keep that. But I have to buy the whole enchilada, right? I have to buy the whole mine. We go direct. But I'm just telling you what makes us so unique and so different. Not only just the design, I won't even talk about the crazy price here. This is like special, okay? One of the more special things I've ever done. I was really excited about this. I've known about this, just so you know, we developed this over a year ago. Like I said, the turquoise has been 5 years in collecting it, but we designed this over a year ago. I know it was coming up. We did it for this, but it took that long to put it all together. These are all done by hand, okay? This is not something, if you see the craftsmanship, if you see how much time and effort, just the logistics of putting something like this together is beyond insane. It's beyond insane. But to have something here, again, that's so wearer-friendly, but you're not buying just one thing. You're making one purchase. But think of all the different things you could do with that one purchase. You could let your mind go crazy. Your own designer, all the different ways you can wear this, you can change up. So it's not something that you just bought that one time, you got it for that one special outfit, and then it sits there in your jewelry case forever and ever. This is something you're gonna wear, you're gonna mix and match and play with and layer.
It's easy.
And it's simple, it's so wearer friendly.
Guys, we're going to show you right there. There is the necklace.
When they told me they did this, is this really
Isn't it
kind of
fantastic?
Cool? I mean, these people are so amazing, so creative.
So talented, so talented. Folks, I have a couple updates. First of all, it looks like right now the earrings are, and this is news to me. First of all, okay, the bracelets are sold out. These are gone, completely gone. I want to thank you so much for all of your calls on that. The bracelets are completely now spoken for. The earrings are going to be next to go. If you didn't order the earrings yet, you must call back right now. I'm going to be stamping the earrings sold out probably, certainly by the end of the encore presentation. Just take a look at the earrings for just a brief moment. These are beautiful. They have movement to them. They're fun. And let me tell you, back with the today's special, you will look like an absolute $1 million. Now, please understand, although the additional bracelet has gone, your set comes with a bracelet. So you are still getting a bracelet. So you can wear it by itself, as in the amber bracelet, and then, of course, your black agate necklace, which is going to be 20 inches, or you do the black agate necklace with the turquoise bracelet, but you add the bracelet to the necklace to create a 28-inch masterpiece. I mean, it really is.
So if you think about this, okay, it's not just the design, it's the materials, but think about the labor, the love, the skill that goes into making each one of these. And again, these are not mass produced, they're individually hand done. They're all handcrafted. The turquoise, again, not to sound like a broken record, but that is the natural blue. And the big distinction here, they are nuggets. They are not chips. This isn't something where we just cut a bunch of turquoise and we had a lot of chips left over, and then there's nothing wrong with the chips. There's all kinds of crazy things you can do with that. That's one of the things you want to do is you want to utilize all your material that you can, right? Because that way, with no waste, anything you can create. But in this case, the distinction is these are natural nuggets. This is glow in the dark. Look at the clarity of these, okay? That's what makes the whole piece. The clarity of the turquoise, even the amethyst, the different shades of amethyst, all the different colors you're getting it. But in the turquoise, this is glow in the dark blue. This is what everybody's going after. In all honesty, I'm just telling you right now, I can take this on a commercial market. I can take these nuggets, literally make one phone call, and sell it for more than anything that we're selling a finished piece for. And that's the honest truth of that. If I did that, though, I wouldn't be doing my viewers justice.
Right.
And that's not what Mind Finds is about. Mind Finds is about longevity. It's about, this will be my 21 years that I've actually had the privilege of being able to do this. It's grown, and it's grown because of our viewers, our viewing audience, people that actually appreciate the art of what we do, understand how unusual this is. Okay, let's be honest here. Where have you ever even seen anything like this?
No.
Where?
No.
Where?
No.
The only place you're seeing it is here and now. Now, here's the key thing. When these are gone, they're gone. Okay? We don't bring these back when we do the designs. We might have a few left over or something like that we do. But when I tell you they're gone, I mean they're gone. They will not come back. Even if we were able to collect more of these material, we won't bring this design back. Okay? We do them. That's it.
One and done. One and done.
They're done. And then we don't do it again. Because here's the thing. I want you to be able to feel confident in the fact that you can always tune into Mind Finds, and you're going to be blown away.
Yeah.
You're going to see something new and different. You're not going to tune in here and say the same old, same old, same old all the time. You're going to see things that are creative, inventive, and really things that you'll never see anyplace else.
We're going to wrap this up since we are so way ahead of where we